Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and Mike Sievert finally speaks in this blog post, which I will leave in the description down below so you guys can check it out. Why a growth and performance mindset matters more than ever. So he's speaking on their wireless success, which is very well understood. They're the biggest growing company in the industry. There's only 3 players, right? Hasn't really gotten off the ground. So there's only Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile, right? So somebody's got to win. Somebody's going to be in second place. Somebody's going to be in third place, right? And T-Mobile has been outgrowing the competition quite severely. I think it was like 40% more in 2024, as an example, right? And this year, and that 40% more in 2024, that was T-Mobile's biggest growth year in the company's history. And they're guiding 6.5 million for 2025. So the wireless success, I have nothing against it because it's there. They have the success. But what I'm saying, that will eventually run thin. There's only so much more growth that they can get. They have 28 million customers now. Once they get a hold of fair share in like enterprise, once they start growing in first responders, once they get to 20+% in small market and rural areas, what else is there left for them to get? It's going to happen eventually. They're going to eventually be faced with, we can't grow anymore, even if we try, because we've taken all the share that we can get. So we have to raise price now to increase our revenues and EBITDA. That's what it's going to lead to, this current growth. So they're going to have to branch off. Like I stated in the videos the last few days, they're going to have to branch off, and they're going to have to branch off into home broadband. They're doing that today with FWA, right? They're guiding 12 million by 2028, but that's going to run thin too. They're already guiding to get there, and they're already well on their way of getting there. Beyond 12 million, I just don't see them being able to do that with the current situation in terms of spectrum, right? They might be able to do some millimeter wave, but that's going to require a hefty capital investment. So I think they're gonna invest that in fiber. I think they're gonna go to fiber route. But the bigger picture, again, a lot of you that comment talk about T-Mobile's not this is not a big deal. You're speaking about in the moment, the right now. I'm thinking future. When I talk about cable, that cable deal, I'm talking about like 5 years down the line. Right? Because it has to get announced. It has to get approved. They have to go through regulatory, and that will probably, a cable deal of that size will probably be scrutinized heavily. They'll probably have to go through all this opposition. It's going to take a long time. But in the right now, right, they could further invest into Metronet to expand. They could further invest into Lumos to expand, right? That could be what they plan right now. But again, if Lumen was on the table, I mean, that's very, very likely off the table now, since AT&T is set to get Lumen, right? That was the next, I feel, the next biggest player that they could have possibly gotten a hold of. But just wanted to talk about that briefly. So you can see it here. I'll leave a link to this article. This is just Mike Sievert talking about the success and why it's important. So here in 2024, we delivered our greatest growth year ever, welcoming more new postpaid customers to T-Mobile than ever before. We didn't get here by doing the same things over and over. We built a team that stays unsatisfied, raises a hand to try new things, and loves imagining what's possible rather than what's settling for the good enough mindset that leads to complacency. Big companies and organizations lose their edge when they get comfortable with the status quo. So like I said in the video not too long ago, I said T-Mobile is cooking up something big. I have that feeling, and I still do. And this article right here just makes that feeling that much bigger, that T-Mobile is cooking up something huge, something unprecedented for that company, and it's got to be the cable play. It has to be at this point. There's other avenues and options that they could do, but I still think it's going to be cable. They're going to go into cable. They're going to say that they can make cable better, customer service better with their brand. They're going to sell it to the market and to the street. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.